Imagine a world where the calendar you trust is fundamentally wrong. What if the year we believe it to be isn't the true year at all? This isn't science fiction, but a radical historical theory. It suggests that centuries of our past might simply not exist. This is the core of the phantom time hypothesis. It challenges our understanding of the Middle Ages. It asks us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about a significant historical period. In 1991, German historian Heribert Illig unveiled a truly astonishing claim. He proposed the phantom time hypothesis, shaking the foundations of established history. Illig asserted that nearly 3 centuries of the early Middle Ages were entirely fabricated. Specifically, the years 614 to 911 AD were, in his view, simply added to the timeline. This means that if the hypothesis were true, we would effectively be living in the late 1700s. It's a concept that immediately sparks both fascination and skepticism. According to this theory, a powerful trio orchestrated this historical deception. Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII were the alleged masterminds. Their supposed motive was to allow Otto III to reign in the symbolic year 1000 AD. They wanted to align his rule with a significant millennial milestone. To achieve this, they allegedly invented historical events, forged countless documents, and even created fictional figures. The most prominent of these invented characters, according to Illig, was none other than Charlemagne. This would mean one of Europe's most iconic rulers never actually existed. Supporters of the phantom time hypothesis point to several perceived inconsistencies. They highlight what they see as a scarcity of archaeological evidence from the supposed phantom period. There's a noticeable lack of architectural development and cultural shifts during these centuries. They also cite irregularities in historical records and the transition from the Julian to the Gregorian calendar. The calendar reform in 1582 corrected an accumulated error of 10 days. Proponents argue this small discrepancy hints at a much larger, deliberate manipulation of the timeline. They suggest that the missing days could account for entire centuries. Furthermore, they claim that early medieval texts often lack precise dating. This ambiguity, they argue, allowed for the insertion of fabricated years without immediate detection. The theory suggests a deliberate effort to obscure the true passage of time. Mainstream historians overwhelmingly reject the phantom time hypothesis. They point to a vast body of contradictory evidence that disproves it. Physical artifacts, such as coins, pottery, and architectural remains, are consistently dated across the disputed period. These objects provide tangible proof of continuous human activity. Astronomical records from various cultures also align perfectly with our current timeline. Observations of eclipses and planetary movements from ancient China, the Islamic world, and Europe corroborate the established chronology. These independent records would have to be equally fabricated for the hypothesis to hold true. Moreover, the continuous cultural and political development across different civilizations contradicts the idea of a missing period. The rise of Islam, the Byzantine Empire's evolution, and the emergence of new European kingdoms all show an unbroken historical progression. There are too many independent sources and parallel histories that would need to be reconciled or dismissed. Despite its widespread rejection by academic historians, the phantom time hypothesis continues to fascinate. It thrives in fringe historical circles and online discussion forums. Its appeal lies in its audacious challenge to established narratives. It taps into a natural human curiosity about hidden truths and grand conspiracies. The idea that such a fundamental aspect of our reality could be wrong is inherently intriguing. It forces us to question how much of history we truly know firsthand. Ultimately, the phantom time hypothesis remains a thought experiment for most. It's a bizarre theory that pushes the boundaries of historical inquiry. It asks us to consider the fragility of our historical understanding. It forces us to confront a profound question. How much of history do we truly know through verifiable evidence? And how much do we simply take on faith, trusting the narratives passed down through generations?